The Targaryens really do like to keep it in the family. So House of the Dragon is the prequel to Game of Thrones. It is set 200 years before the events of Game of Thrones, 172 years before the birth of Daenerys. So that's a long time. That is a lot of years. It's 2 centuries. And if they actually followed it kind of year by year, we'd be in for a whole hell of a lot of seasons. So they took care of that by doing time jumps. We see 6 months, 2 years, 10 years, 6 years. Each episode is a time jump to a certain degree, with the exception of the last couple, which all take place within probably a week or so, I guess, maybe. But a lot has happened in the premiere season of House of the Dragon. It's a whole hell of a lot to process. We are introduced to King Jacaerys. We are introduced to his brother, Prince Daemon. Jacaerys' daughter, Rhaenyra, who was played by Millie Alcock, and then later Emma Darcy, or D'Arcy, I'm not sure how exactly you pronounce the last name. At first, I fucking loved Millie Alcock's portrayal. I thought she was absolutely amazing. I wasn't entirely sold on Darcy's portrayal right away, but as the episodes continued with her as a older Rhaenyra, I definitely got on board. Like, she is fucking awesome. Jacaerys, played by Paddy Considine. I'm definitely pronouncing his last name wrong. He gets to play the character throughout, and it's kind of actually great to see that because, well, we don't really know that he deteriorates. We have no idea, but we know eventually he dies because he's got to die and the successor's got to step up. But to actually see him age and to deteriorate before our eyes, like towards the end, like part of his face is missing, his eye is missing, like one of his arms is like missing from the elbow down, and like this dude is falling apart before our eyes, and Paddy plays it fantastically. Prince Daemon, played by Matt Smith, who is probably most well known for being one of the doctors in Doctor Who. He was also in The Crown. At first, I absolutely hated his guts. Like, I wanted somebody to just kill him. But then as the series kind of moved along, I accepted his character more. I started to like him. And I started to get his actions. Not necessarily the, oh, I want to fuck my niece. That's fucking gross. But that's the Targaryen way, apparently. Incest. And then you have Alicent Hightower, who is Rhaenyra's friend, originally played by Emily Carey. I mean, I think Emily Carey is good. For me, she doesn't really do anything memorable, at least her character, until it transitions over to the older Alicent to actress Olivia Cooke, and I fucking hate that bitch. Like, just head to toe, I fucking hate her, and I want her to die a horrible, horrible death at some point in the future. So in all of this time, we see everything from battling a guy that calls himself the Crab Feeder to battles for the throne, stealing the throne, treachery, and treason, and just a whole lot of shit. A lot of it makes sense, a lot of it is a bit head-scratching. Like, one thing, Sir Criston, he was kind of Rhaenyra's side piece, but then all of a sudden he brutally murders somebody, literally in front of like hundreds of people, and somehow he gets out of it just because the queen's like, oh no, you can be my bodyguard now. It's like, is that how that really works? Really? But that's really just kind of a small caveat, because at the end of the day, House of the Dragon it's visually stunning. Absolutely stunning. The special effects CGI, the dragons look absolutely amazing. It's superbly acted. Everybody is fan-fucking-tastic, from Paddy to, I'm not even going to try to pronounce his last name again, to Millie Alcock, Emma Darcy, Emily Carey, Olivia Cooke, Matt Smith, the guy that plays the Hand of the King, another dude I absolutely fucking hate, and I want to see him die a horrible death. Just everything about House of the Dragon, to me, is awesome. It's not quite at the level of Game of Thrones yet, though it's leagues better than Season 8, which we will not speak of, but I think given time, much like Better Call Saul, I think surpassed Breaking Bad, I think House of the Dragon can surpass Game of Thrones. I give House of the Dragon Season 1 an A.
Did you enjoy the review? Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to get notified when more reviews go live. Feel free to leave a comment to discuss your thoughts on the movie or show, and I will see you next time.